Hello, hello, hello! Welcome and well met! Welcome to the stream! I'm Leah Theodosia, and today I am playing Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. We're on episode 5 of it's Investigations Miles Edgeworth, a part of this collection. So it is the last episode of the first of 2 games on here. We're almost done! Oh, hello there, Luigi fan. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, I'm hoping we're getting through the last one. I'd probably take about 4 streams if it's like the other ones, but we'll see. Also, I have been a little sick, so if I cough or I have to stop more to get a drink, that's why. I've been sick. It probably doesn't sound too much like it because it hasn't been that bad, but just fair warning, I suppose. All right, let's get into the game. So yeah, I got it all started up here so we can get right into it because it's gonna start, of course, it's the beginning of a new turnabout, so we're going to have cutscenes, so I didn't start it up already. All right, I think it's a bit loud. I think I still have it set to, it's still, I think, set to, Agatha Christie, Hercule Poirot, the first cases. Cause I had to cancel Friday Final Fantasy stream again. Gosh, that was an awful day. That was an awful day. I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, game, start. Oh, I didn't move the chat, actual chat. Okay. I didn't actually grab that, I didn't notice, oops. Scuff right away. Yeah. Episode 5, Turnabout Ablaze. That's what's probably saying behind me. Oop. Speaking of fire. 2 parts. One of the Black Raven, and one of the White Raven. A country torn in 2. One to the west, and one to the east. When those which we were split and made whole again, the truth will reveal itself. Down goes the match. There's gonna be a lot of burnt stuff. It's the Yatagarasu! The Yatagarasu's here! Ooh, searchlights. Oh! You cursed Yatagarasu. Okay, you... Oh, 8 hours earlier. So 8 hours before the building started on fire. Cool. Oh, Edgeworth's sitting like a little prince. Look at the... Look at the frilly man! Oh, hello, Princey Edgeworth. I'd say king, but... Princes usually get away with more frilly stuff at times. Pretty boy prince. Why can't kings be frilly and pretty too? Oh, okay. It still makes me giggle every time he's got the steel samurai in the background too. I just noticed the light fixture. Why do you have an Art Nouveau light fixture and you're like otherwise like lake style furniture? Okay, you know, those are not the questions I need to ask. Moving on. So nice, almost dreamlike, to finally have the chance to relax and sip some tea. I can relate. Hello, Margaret! Welcome, welcome. Especially after what a whirlwind the past few days have been. I imagine. On my return flight, I was dragged into a case involving an Interpol agent's murder. The next day, I investigated a kidnapping and a murder at the Great Waterland theme park. And later that night, the detective's dead body welcomed me back to my office, along with a thief who was out to pilfer files related to a case from 10 years ago. How did I manage to find myself in the middle of so many cases back to back? Well, at least I have today. All I ask is that I be allowed to spend it quietly. About that. Mr. Edgeworth! Hi, Kay. This is big! Big, I tell you! Hey, what's wrong with you? Where's your enthusiasm? You just wanted a day of peace, Kay, and you came marching in? No rest for you, Edgeworth. There is mischiefs afoot. And suddenly the phrase, the fragility of dreams comes to mind. Too bad, Edgeworth. You're a prosecutor in Ace Attorney land. Oops. What are you talking about? Fragile Dreams? That's the game. I think. It's called Fragile Dreams, right? Hello, Grandmires. Welcome, welcome. Come on, let's go. The fake Yatagarasu isn't going to find it herself, you know. Well, if you must know, it's possible that I paid a visit last night by your fate. Say what? Oh, right, because there's like 2 people at the office. That's right. And you is still out there. As in Callisto you, not viewer you. I'm not talking to you, you guys. Fortunately for us, the thief managed to escape. Even now, we're still looking for this criminal. However, I must warn you that we've only had a few hours to search so far. So I must insist that you be patient on this one, Kay. What's with you today? He's had an exhausting couple of days. He wants a break. People get tired, Kay. Are you sure you aren't sleep-talking to me right now? I'm sure he would want a nap. Anyway, I've got something much more important than that I want you to see. Oh, and that is... What do you got there? Take a look at this! Yatagarasu sends card to emissary. On March 14th, I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret. That's quite a bold declaration to send to an emissary. I'm all over I don't know if I can do Edgeworth's voice today. I suppose it was inevitable that a newspaper would catch wind of this. The date the card mentions is today! Today, huh? Come on, we gotta hurry! The embassy awaits! I suppose it is quite an urgent matter. However, do you know which country's emissary we should be investigating? Well, it's some really special country, and I'm actually really fuzzy on the details. But never mind that. Where's all your energy? Why are you so lackadaisical today? I'm not, Kay. You're just too wound up. Then you should get wound up too. Because this just might be our chance to catch that woman. You mean Miss Yu? The woman who killed Kay's father, Brian Faraday. 7 years ago. Or Papa Faraday. Yeah, Edgeworth got a gun on him. I'm not laughing about that, but I'm just, oh yeah, that happened. Callisto Yu. She claimed to be the great thief Yatagarasu, and then disappeared from the courtroom. Ugh, she makes me so mad, the phony! Everyone knows that the real Yatagarasu would never send something like a calling card. Until a company's underhanded dealings are made public. The target is always totally unaware that the Yatagarasu has paid them a visit. That's what makes the real Yatagarasu so awesome. The Yatagarasu's card that's shown in this article. It looks to me as though it could be genuine. See, that's the thing. Whoever it is, that person isn't the real deal, but has knowledge of the Yatagarasu. If this isn't a clue that woman's involved, then nothing is. That's just in her gloves. She is ready to go. come on, Mr. Edgeworth. Out the door with you go. Wait, there are a few preparations I must make before we go. There's something interesting about this card we found last night here in my office. It's of a different color than the one in the article, which makes me wonder why. What's up? Any reason why you're boring a hole through the newspaper with your eyes? No, no reason at all. Very well, seeing as how Miss Yu is also someone of a special nature to me, I agree there is some merit to be found in investigating this. I knew you'd come around. Off they go. I like how Edgeworth just quietly stares intensely at things and everyone's like, what are you doing? By the light of this night's glorious moon. Oh. We are ready. Ready to embark on our nightly outing. And this is where our tale begins. Steel Samurai. Steel Samurai! Oh, hello. Is Edgeworth happy that there's Steel Samurai stuff going? No, of course he would be. He's a happy man. He got to have some Steel Samurai stuff. Good for Edgeworth. What a coincidence. Who would have thought that a Steel Samurai stage show would ever be held at such an elegant theater inside a foreign embassy? Yeah, the climax was really awesome! Steel Samurai, Sushi Slash! I got chills down my spine when he pulled that moved out. I suppose it really is more impactful to watch a show in person than on television. I have to say though, this embassy is set up kind of funny. I mean, they have two countries sharing the same building. Well, as you said yourself, this place and the countries it houses are very special. Even this theater is special in that it is a neutral zone shared by the two countries. So let me get this straight. Steel Samurai show just now is being sponsored by one of the two countries. The one that's called the Kingdom of Alabast? I think it's Alabast, right? Yes, it would appear that the Steel Samurai is very popular in that country as well. Seems that way. But you know who I'm really into? The Jammy Ninja! Oh, murder? The murderer in that one case? Actually, no, wait. He was the murderee. He got murdered. Never mind. He wasn't a good person either, but... I guess you could still call him murder if you look at it one way. Anyway. Nope, I'm gonna laugh a bit still. I need to drink a little more water, too. Okay. The Republic of... Is that Babal? I think Babal. The Republic of Babal is sponsoring a Jammy Ninja stage show. That's something for fangirls like me. We totally gotta see that too, Mr. Edgeworth. The Jammy Ninjas show is going to kick the Steel Samurai show's rear end. You know, ever since I first met this girl, I always had this inkling that what she really wants to be is not a thief, but rather a ninja. I think so too. I just like Edgeworth is just... I think she's more a ninja than thief. She wants to sneak around and be nosy. Anyway. So, anyway, about today's events. What is it called again? The Kingdom of Alabast versus the Republic of Babal Goodwill Jubilee. The small European countries of the Kingdom of Alabast and the Republic of Babal. These two countries used to be a single entity that was abundant with nature. and it was called the Principality of Codofia. There's butterflies and flowers. And vines. That might be important. Probably should remember that. Is everything alright, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, I'm alright. Moving on. After a period of civil unrest, the country split in two, though signs of their past remain. For example, their flags preserve the flower and butterfly motifs to this day. Dofia, huh? KG-8 incident, and what was referred to as the second KG-8 incident, in which an emissary staff member was murdered. Both of these cases were related to the Principality of Codofia. In the 7 years that have passed, the country may have split into two. However, the Yatagarasu still sent a calling card here. What could it all mean? Something is afoot! Mr. Edgeworth, I know you're thinking about something. Oh, excuse me. What were we talking about again? I don't know why I have such an accent today. If you could please stop spacing out on me. Anyway, we're talking about the Alibas versus Babal Goodwill Jubilee. The two countries have had a pretty bad relationship with each other. But supposedly, they've been trying really hard to make up recently. That's why they decided to hold this event. If that's the case, then why the verses? Also, both countries claim to own the real Primedux. I think it's Primedux? The real Primedux statue, a national treasure to both. It's probably a statue that could be split into two. I'm just gonna call it here. I don't remember this at all, to be clear. There's a lot I don't remember. I did see my sister play this a little bit ago, so I'm like, I know a couple of things, but I don't know this point. They're planning to have them publicly evaluated today to see which one's the real deal. And if they don't... They look exactly the same, one of them's a fake, one of them's real, I'll admit. But if it's like two different looking things, then I'm gonna be like, no, they probably have to be put together. Okay, I remind you to take care not to succumb to your thieving desires. When it comes to treasure, I can't help myself. You know that. She had better be saying that in jest. Hey, I can read your body language, you know? You got it all wrong. Look, I'm here to do some investigating. Investigating, I tell you. I know. And although we don't know if the Yatagarasu will really make an appearance, I suppose we should still spend some time examining this place. Are you a movie star? Hi, who are you? And we're here reporting live from the Theatrum Neutralis. As you can see, tonight's audience is full of enthusiasm. Let's see what this member of the audience has to say. Okay, that was good. Let's do one more run-through. Excuse me, but when you are ready to film for real, would you mind giving me a call? I sense that she didn't hear a single word I just said. Oh, a lot of heart! What are you doing in the corner? Cameraman? You mean camera woman? Where in tarnation are they? Come on, big scoop! Hey, mister, out of the way! Yeah, I'm talking to ya! I seem to remember this woman from somewhere. Yeah! She's kind of one of the reasons why you didn't get arrested for murder. Well, charged for murder. He got arrested for it, but he didn't get charged with it. So he's not the murderer. That's a story for a different game. Yet my instincts are directing me not to engage in conversation with her. Perhaps it would be best if I left her alone. He does not want to deal with her. Hello, security guard. The national flag of the Republic of Babal is on display here. The crest on it features a butterfly. It's really rare to see a national flag featuring an animal on it. Not really. I can list at least a few off for you. Not really. I can list at least a few off for you that do. Okay, then are there any flags with really chic things on them? Chic things. That's pretty vague, Kay. Although, by my definition, there aren't really any flags that feature a chic object. Aw, that's too bad, because if there was, I was thinking about stealing it. What exactly would you do with a stolen national flag, Kay? Hey, stop being a menace. Who the heck are you? This is the perfect angle. Edgeworth's confused. Go, my image. Travel across the wave world and into every TV set around the globe. A more honest approach to appearing on TV might serve your ambitions better. Look at this. There are pamphlets about the 2 emissaries here on this table. That is a weird shaped building. Still looks weird to me. The country split into 2 a few years back, and they've shared the building and its grounds 50-50 ever since. Oh? I guess it's because they don't have the money to build 2 separate ones, huh? I should think that's not the reason why, Kay. I suppose I just helped myself to one of these. I mean, budgeting could be the reason. Pamphlet acquired. Oh, that was the only thing we needed to grab, apparently. What is all the hubbub? Ah! Hey, look! It's the Steel Samurai! And he's got his son, the Iron Infant, with him. Little cart. Hello. Wait. Oh my gosh. Please talk. May I speak with you for a second? It's the Steel Samurai. No response. Edgeworth stares more intensely. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you glaring at him for? Please excuse me. It's just that I've never seen a superhero up close before. Capable? Gave a nod and... What did he write down to give us? It looks like he's written something down for you. To Edgeworth, from Steel Samurai Daddy. Married man of Neo-Old-E Tokyo. Wow, an autograph! Pretty cool that you got one, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Are you happy? Is this you happy? I think Edgeworth's happy. You're such a dork. Oh, it's a car. Mr. Steel Samurai, Ambassador Alba is waiting for you. And now the Steel Samurai will proceed to enter the kingdom of Alibas to shake the hand of the ambassador. The Steel Samurai isn't the only one here for the 2 countries, but rather we thought of a goodwill ambassador of our own country as well. Okay, let's see. Let me actually read that a little better, that it's not auto-going. And now the Steel Samurai will proceed to enter the kingdom of Alibas to shake the hand of the ambassador. The Steel Samurai isn't only here for the 2 countries tonight, but rather can be thought of a goodwill ambassador from our country as well. Okay. There he goes, off to spread goodwill to the world. He really does seem like a goodwill ambassador, doesn't he? Okay, we'll shooting the next segment now. Cue camera. In just a few seconds, the Jammy Ninja stage show is set to begin. After the show, the Jammy Ninja will enter the Republic of Babal. He is set to meet with the Ambassador of Babal at that time. Ah, the Jammy Ninja show is about to start. We've got to get back to our seats. Incredibly, I don't have much of an interest in ninjas. Well, this show will change your mind. Come on, we have to hurry. If we miss even a second of the Jammy Ninja's awesome plane, I'll never forgive you.
I suppose you're not about to give me much of a choice here, are you, Kay?
Edgeworth, keen to being a pushover when it comes to people dragging him and other nonsense. I could listen to that. A ninja mark for death's lullaby song all day. His superb playing and that sad melody really brought a tear to my eye. And his heart-wrenching voice. Now that's the Jammy Ninja's greatest weapon. Why is he a musician if he's supposed to be hidden? Interesting. Those those pieces of Jammy Ninja merchandise over there. I have to get them. I especially want the hair sticks they're selling exclusively at these shows. Hair stick. What is that supposed to be at the end? It looks like an omega symbol with like a little wisp off of it. They're exactly like the ones the heroine Princess Misola wears in her hair.
Anyway?
Anyway? Hold it right there, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes.
You're thinking of going home, aren't you?
Well, it doesn't seem likely the Yatagarasu will be making an appearance tonight. Most likely it was simply a prank.
No way! I just know the Yatagarasu will show.
But I thought you said that the Yatagarasu doesn't send calling cards.
Yeah, I did, but...
I figured from the very beginning that this would wind up being a wild goose chase.
That card she sent was a genuine fake calling card.
A genuine fake?
Well, how can I word this? The Yatagarasu's mark that's on the calling card is exactly the same as my mark. Get it now? We got a problem! That was not Gumshoe, I just realized. Why are the officers are running? Why are they... Oh. The Yatagarasu has been spotted in Alabasta.
What?
You heard that, Mr. Edgeworth? Ha! So you finally decided to show yourself, you phony. Okay. Hey, what gives?
I'm sorry, but I will need to search you before you may enter.
What the? Hey! The Steel Samurai just waltzed straight on through without one. If you don't hurry up and let me through, my phony is going to escape. Edgeworth, please restrain.
Okay, a country's emissary is considered to be part of the country itself. If you don't go through the proper procedures to enter the country...
Mr. Edgeworth! I'm gonna enter through Babal and climb over the wall into Alabast.
Hold it!
You would tell the prosecutor straight out that you would intend to illegally enter another...
Kay, are you listening to me? Kay Faraday, and I'm coming through!
Yes, and welcome! Someone stop her! Anyone!
There goes Edgeworth. I was saying, I'm like, Edgeworth, you need to run after her. Oh. Oh, I think I hear and see the light of the fire.
Hey, where are you? Don't tell me you really did find some way over this fence.
Well, I guess.
Fire! This is too big for us to handle! Looks like the Yatagarasu came to Babal too! You accursed Yatagarasu! Hey, you had better be alright wherever you are.
Go find your ward, I guess. Oh gosh. Oh, there's someone on the floor. Kay's grabbed by, what was her name? Shinra? Something like that. Yeah, we're definitely on the Babal side of things. There's the butterfly in the background. Babalese Embassy. Secretariat's office? We're in the secretary office? I told you it wasn't me! Shinna. It's Shinna.
Hold it!
Edgeworth's without breath.
Kay, are you alright?
Do I look alright to you? Now can you do something about this woman?
Mr. Edgeworth! Detective Gumshoe, what is the meaning of this?
Well, sir, it's, this. That is very much a dead dude. Is that Yatagarasu's key? Wasn't me. He was already dead when I ran in here, hot on the heels of the fake Yatagarasu. Look, I only came in here because I saw a suspicious person at the open-air stage.
A suspicious person?
A long black coat and hood over their head. I dare you to tell me that's not suspicious. When I saw that person, I immediately thought they must be the fake Yatagarasu. So I chased after them into the emissary, and then into here, and then lost sight of them. But I just know that person's the one who did it.
What are you so worked up over? There's no reason for you to be this loud. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're Agent Lang's secretary. Shinna, I believe your name is, correct? And if you are making an arrest, I assume you have evidence that it was Kay who committed the crime. Is that also correct? You refuse to answer. I don't need to answer. You are merely a prosecutor in this country, meaning you have no investigative authority.
Hey, pal! Just what the heck does what you just said mean? If it happened here, it's under Mr. Edgeworth's jurisdiction, then. And seeing as how this building's sitting on our soil, we can investigate whenever we'd like.
Unfortunately, Detective, emissaries are a different matter.
Huh?
This office is considered to be part of the Republic of Babal, which means that anything that happens in here defaults to the control of the Balbanese government and Balbanese law, giving them exclusive extraterritorial rights.
Extraterritorial rights? Sir, do you really believe the truth is out there? Does he think he's saying extraterrestrial? No, he's not mean it's an alien. Come shoot.
Basically, our country's laws do not apply inside the emissary of another country. That's what was agreed to by our respective governments. Our authority to investigate was effectively nullified the second we entered this place, which means we can do little here in this situation.
No way, sir.
Please leave this matter into Interpol's hands and go home.
Mr. Edgeworth! Hey, you're not... Mr. Edgeworth!
Oh. Who's talking? In that case, allow me to join your investigation.
Oh! Francesca! Miss Von Karma! Yeah!
Ambassador Palais, no. I truly appreciate you allowing me to join the investigation. It's really nothing. Manny was my secretariat, so of course I want to help you as much as I can. In fact, it's a blessing that Interpol agents were able to make it so quickly. Francesca? Well, well. I never imagined that I'd meet you here, of all places. This is an emissary, meaning that you have no authority to conduct.
Already? What is it?
Ambassador Paleno. And who are and you are? I'm Miles Edgeworth, public prosecutor. I ask that you please allow me to investigate this case, as Miss Von Karma's assistant.
Assistant? Miles? What the heck do you think you're...
Please, I implore you, Ambassador Pelano. Pelano? I think Pelano. Very well. I'll be counting on you. On the two of you, Miss Von Karma and Mr. Edgeworth. What do you mean by you'll be Miss Von Karma's assistant? I don't exactly have a choice, do I, Detective? If I don't become Francesca's assistant, I can't participate in this investigation. There you go again, running at the mouth with that aloof expression on your face.
That's aloof?
Francesca, please. I don't know what you're planning quite yet, but at least I do know one thing. That you are now my subordinate.
Very serious.
Just remember that my whip is always ready to wake you. Should you have a brain lapse. Of course, I'll keep that in mind. If you're done playing games... Right, let's begin the investigation.
Okay, so we're actually going to be able to investigate. Cave's still being restrained. I don't like that. Belbinese Emissary Secretary.
By the way, Detective, I suppose it's a bit late to be asking, but why are you here? Well, better late than never, I guess, sir. I was placed on guard duty for the Balbanese emissary today. And why are our police guarding an emissary? Well, on account of the card they got from the Yatagarasu. They called us up and asked for our help, sir. Oh, and because we've been searching for the Yatagarasu these past 7 years. It was more or less mutually beneficial arrangement, if you ask me. Except for how mutually unbeneficial this has all turned out to be, I suppose. It looks like you failed to competently perform your guard duty yet again. Look forward to your next salary negotiation, although it's out of my hands. But sir, if it gets cut anymore, I won't be able to buy even instant noodles anymore.
Please be nicer to Gumshoe Edgeworth. Okay, let's examine the body first, I suppose. Why does his hair look like seaweed?
So our victim was the secretariat of this emissary, I take it.
Wait! Is that Miss... Yeah, it is! Manny Cochin!
Manny Cochin. I heard that he was an admirable person. Very admirable. The cause of death is a stab to the base of his neck. He was lax in watching his back. We were fortunate that the fire missed our victim's body for the most part. If the fire had burned a bit longer, would have made identifying him a hassle. So Mr. Cochin was stabbed to death in the middle of a raging fire. What in the world happened inside this room?
Yep. Okay, investigation time. There's nothing behind me, is there? No. Pretty much. Unless we...
This man. Where do I know him from?
The case... That case! Case for this or is relevant! Edgeworth is so unappreciative of Gumshoe's excellent qualities. He is! You know, sometimes it's not Gumshoe's fault things go wrong. He can't be everywhere at once. Give the poor guy a break. People are just mean to him.
There appears to be something in his pocket. This key. It can't be. Isn't this the Yatagarasu's key that was stolen 7 years ago?
What? But that's...
7 years, oh! You mean the case when I was framed, sir? Yes. It's a piece of evidence that stole the life of Kay's father 7 years ago. Which was then stolen by Callisto Yu.
Because you gave it to her like a dingus.
What? Mr. Faraday was killed with this key, sir. I thought he was killed with a knife.
You got smacked by Francesca.
Yeah. Scruffy. At the very least, try to remember the details of crimes you were a suspect in. Francesca, as you will call yeah. Detective Gumshoe was not present when Miss Yu made her escape. Plus, even among law enforcement, only a few knew of this key's existence. I doubt that a new rookie at the time would have been made privy to such knowledge. Oh, I feel like the victim right now, all trampled on, sir. I suppose I'll just have to fill you in now. The secret to this key is... Does it still do it? Oh, is it broke? Oh, nope, there it goes. Oh, that's amazing, sir! It's like some kind of magic trick. That took a bit of time. Okay, we got the key. And a knife. Oh. I knew it. This is the same exact piece of evidence that Miss Yu took with her. I remember this beautiful pattern in the blade. I remember this as well. It's a vine motif, isn't it? Yes, it looks like the two interwoven vines crisscrossing down the blade. Vines, sir? I think it looks like a bunch of stars, if you ask me. How? Gumshoe, how? Does that look like stars? It's one of those six-sided stars, just like the police mark on our IDs. I really don't think you can call these stars. To say the detective's art sense is underdeveloped would be an understatement. I will admit that. Gumshoe. What the heck? The real question is, why was the Belbanese Embassy Secretariat holding this? Well, it has the butterfly mark of the Belbanese and the flower mark of the Alabas, so I would guess this is a Godofin item. Just a guess. Well, we don't know how Mr. Kochen came to possess this key. We do know that this was stolen by the Yatagarasu from the Kodofian emissary. That's right. Mr. Faraday had written the fact down in his organizer. I believe this means that further research is required in the country of Godofia. Why don't you ask Ambassador Pilano about what he knows? Supposedly, he was a candidate to be the next Godofian ambassador once long ago. He should be able to answer any specific questions you may have. It's a knife! Is it a knife? Is this knife the murder weapon? Some preliminary testing has been conducted. According to the results, the blood on that matches the victim's blood. The blade's shape was also found to be consistent with the stab wound. I suppose this means that we now know that the crime was committed with this knife. This knife's got some really fancy ornamentation going on, huh, sir? This thing practically screams artsy at me, too. Although it's also covered in blood, just like the last thing that I said was artsy. Poor Gumshoe. But the handle is pristine. There's not a single drop of blood on it. Speaking of the handle, I believe it has a butterfly motif. It's very beautiful. Okay. We got a logic and evidence. Oh, there it goes. Mr. Edgeworth. Steel Samurai. Buried man of Neo Tokyo. I'm sorry, I made laughing. This handwriting's so bad. But just that whole thing is just funny. Oh, we got more on this. It's not just... Billy. Both countries have a Premidux statue, which are the national treasures of each country. They also possess a set of 3 finely crafted knives. 3 knives! They each also possess. So there's 6 knives. Are we going to find 6 knives? I'm surprised there wasn't more stabbing. Somehow I feel that's relevant, given that somebody was stabbed.
Okay, Kingdom of Alabast. The Kingdom of Alabast still produces the very luxurious Kodofian paper, which is renowned for its extremely high quality. Extremely high quality? Wouldn't it be extreme high quality? Okay, I don't know English. I'm not a linguist or English major, so maybe I'm wrong. Sounds weird to me. Okay, Republic of Babal. Babal. I love saying that, like Babana. Nino Kuni. That was really fun to say. Anyway, the Republic of Babal is the sole producer of Balinese ink, which is made from white crystal. It is known to generously offer coupons. For their ink? I guess they used to produce ink and paper. Country of stationery. That's what they were. Okay, what else do we have? Okay, so this just shows the whole crime scene. Can we look at the knife? Okay, we can. I think it's more detailed than the last time we saw it. That's probably definitely going to be relevant. Can we switch it back to the key? Yes, we can. I discovered this trick 7 years ago, and with it we were able to corner Miss Yu. But who would have thought that we'd see this key again after all this time? No idea. I mean, this doesn't look any different. That butterfly. The butterflies have more meaning now, and there's also vines. I guess. That's supposed to be a vine. Can we switch it back or no? No, we cannot switch it back. Oh, we can look more at the knife. Oh, this is a weird knife. This looks like... Now, I don't remember this case from when I watched somebody play it. But it does feel like the handle can be switched out. Because that's it's not just me. That looks weird. You do not make knives with that big of like, I mean, if you for a weapon maybe, sure, as a guard, but I think this knife was intended for a more decorational purpose, despite it being perfectly capable of stabbing. Okay. Let's look at it. So this is what took Mr. Kochen's life. Some of his blood is still on the blade. What do you mean some? There's a good amount of blood still on it. Wow, I've been a detective for 7 years already. I've seen a lot of weapons in my days. The knives that were used to kill were always the hardest for me to bear. Yes, unlike guns, this is one weapon where you're likely to find the victim's blood on it. Yeah, just like how this one is practically drenched in it, huh, sir? Despite that, it looks like the blood managed to miss the handle somehow. That is so suspicious. And even the butterflies aren't. That's weird. It's very weird. There is a lot of skill detailing on this handle. I believe this is a butterfly. This is one amazing ornamental knife. And I'm really glad this beautiful butterfly wasn't ruined by blood. There's not even a drop of blood on it. It really is quite exquisite. So much so that you can understand its beauty, detective. Hey! Why do you always have to look down on my taste, sir? I know what I like, and this is really well crafted. Why do I look down on his taste? Because, my dear detective, I'm afraid your tastes are usually quite questionable. This knife. It appears that the handle is removable. I knew it! Sorry. I guess so people can change them whenever they feel like it. Sounds like fun, sir. I don't think people would remove the handle just for fun, detective. Removable. Is that updated now? Light matches the wound. Okay. Ah. This just... Okay. Suspicious. Anything on the desk here? That what? I guess I shouldn't be too surprised if there's water on the ground, given the fact that, Wait, what is on his hand? Is his hand burnt or is that ink? Can't tell. I can click on the body. Wait, no. Oh, I can investigate this wound. The mortal wound.
It's a knife wound. It's obvious what he was killed with, but I wonder if it's consistent with the wound. Indeed. Well, you already told me that. What do we have for logic anyway? No, we still only have one thing. Okay. I'm like, did we get more? I'm like... Okay. Can I investigate the statue? It's kind of a little... Okay. Why does that kind of look like the Steel Samurai in more armor and a sword? Okay. Milano. Because this is a national treasure, can I ask that you please do not touch it? Okay. Why? Hold on. There is that doorbell. I don't know. Oh, there's blades in the background. Let's see. Right. I don't remember if I read this fully or not before I got distracted or not, so I'll read it again. Because this is... Oh, wait. Not Edgeworth. That's what I'm trying to do, Edgeworth. Because this is a national treasure, can I ask that you please do not touch it? I'm afraid the only ones allowed to touch it are myself and the Secretariat.
Hold it!
There is a possibility that it is related to the murder. Wouldn't you agree? Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, why don't we give up for now? You can force them to let us investigate it later when we find some solid proof. I suppose I don't have a choice here. Must be one of the Pyramidok statues Kay was talking about earlier.
Did you notice it looks like the Steel Samurai too, Edgeworth?
Is it just me, or does this man look just like the Steel Samurai? They could be twins. Both countries claim to own the real one. National treasure only Ambassador and Secretariat can touch. I don't know why I read that out. Wait, move, gumshoe. Knives on the wall. Mr. Edgeworth, there's still something on this display rack, sir. Okay, we can't investigate. Knives, huh? Oh, this must be the 3 knives that the 2 countries share. They were talking about that in the pamphlet. Can I look at that right now? Yeah, I can. They each also possess a set of 3 finely crafted knives. I guess this must be the other 2 for the Balbanese. Yeah. Although the blades are all that remains of them, unfortunately. I guess the handles got all burnt off by the fire. So even the knives fell victim to the fire. Ambassador Heleno, are these knives yours? Well, yes, they are. They are a special set of ornamental knives featuring the national symbol of Babal. These butterfly-themed knives, along with the alabaster set of knives, are comprised of 3 knives each. But I can't believe the Balbanese ones have been reduced to this state. Ornamental knives, huh? There's no release on the tang of this blade. Ambassador Heleno, what is this notch here for? Oh, that! It's a feature of these knives, wherein you can freely exchange the handles on them.
Why are you staring at me, cat? I'm gonna poke you. Hi. Yes. I am streaming. Why do you stare at me? Okay, stop staring at me. I always get a nerve when they stare. The cats stare at me. when I'm doing something because I'm like, you're gonna jump at me and then break something, aren't you? Please don't. It's happened one too many times, if you ask me. Okay, where was I? It's a feature of these knives wherein you can freely exchange the handle on them. So that we can exchange... Oh, wait, so that we can change how they look to fit the situation, of course. I see. So these knives were constructed so that the handles could be easily removed. Okay. There's an eagle on this shelf. Hey, there's the... Oh wait, you know, actually, now that I realize there's an eagle, these are a bunch of American, souvenir type things. That's the Statue of Liberty. That's the Space Needle in Seattle. That's... Is it Louisiana? Ooh, I'm less good at that. I think it's an arch in Louisiana. Wait, can I just look? Let me look that up quickly. Maybe that will come important. Oops, not there. Right there. We're not going to get anything. Louisiana. I mistyped. Ooh. Louisiana arch. Yeah, it is. Okay. It's in the south. What is below then? These shelves are lined with American souvenirs and memorabilia, and I figured that out because I totally ignored the dialogue. Just like, wait a second. It's really strange, isn't it? I mean, I thought this was the Belbanese embassy. So, why are there so many American souvenirs, sir? Perhaps the Belbanese are studying American culture and our tourism industry. They have plans to make the Belbanese tourism industry truly flourish. Then they would need to observe and study other countries' methods, I suppose. Speaking of tourism, I got these from the blonde guy earlier, sir. He said that if I bring these with me to Babal, I can trade them in for a few buffets. Oh, so how do you expect to travel to Babal? Well, the whole world is connected by the ocean, sir. And for an all-you-can-eat buffet, I'd swim all the way to Babal if I have to. A few simple coupons really motivate people to do such fantastic things. They can if you're hungry. No, then it has the bear with the fish in its mouth. That, I think, is Japanese. I feel like I should know what the top one is, but it's so tiny and the details are obscured that I'm not sure. Like, it's certainly familiar, but there's not enough details to jog my memory fully. It looks like this was once a magnificent grandfather clock, but has fallen victim to the fire. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth! Is it okay for me to talk about the clocks in my house, sir? You have multiple clocks. Sounds like you have a lot more than, like, 2. What do you have a lot of clock? Like, a super amount of... Do you have, like, 20 clocks in your house, Gumshoe? They're unrelated to the case. I hope that you will refrain from sharing, but... Well, there's this one clock that I made by myself, but the timer on it... That's quite enough, detective. The timer on it what? The timer on it manages to auto... Oh, it goes off randomly? Wait, what? That... There's just some burnt objects scattered on the floor. Well, burnt things get burned and they become burnt things, you know. No, because there's no way to prove that the burnt thing started as a burnt thing. Was it a burnt thing or was it not? I have no idea what's what anymore, sir. Yes, I suppose it's a bit hard for someone with a burnt out light bulb to comprehend. It's unnecessarily rude, Edgeworth. Okay, let's talk to... Can we talk to Heleno? Gumshoe, you're kind of in the way. I don't know how close I'm getting. I can't believe that many fell among thieves tonight. Without him, I have no idea what my schedule for tonight is.
Ambassador Palermo, I believe your schedule tonight will consist of listening to reports from the police. That and only that. Ask you to cooperate not for your own sake, but for Mr. Kochen's as well.
Oh, you got very serious all of a sudden.
You're a rather strong man, aren't you?
How fascinating.
Here, I know it isn't much, but I'd like you to have these. I'm sorry, but it would be against my principles to accept a bribe.
Oh, no.
These are simply coupons we distribute to promote Babal. Remember, we offer a large number of discounts and offers when you visit lovely Babal. Now I remember. The Republic of Babal is known for its feverish tourism industry.
Manny Kochan.
I was wondering if you might tell me a bit about the deceased, Manny Kochan.
He was my secretary, and the embassy secretariat charged with running the whole place.
He was an admirable man, and his death is a great loss to our country.
He was in charge of everything. Accounting, printing, taking care of our national treasures.
I'm sorry, but did you say printing?
Our country's prime source of revenue is our tourism industry. So in order for us to print the necessary pamphlets, flyers, coupons, etc., we have a printing press here in our embassy.
I see. Please excuse my forwardness, however. I feel I should mention that I have the distinct impression I've met him before.
Oh, yes. Since you are of the legal profession, I suppose you just might have. After all, Manny was involved with the KG-8 incident.
The KG-8 incident?
The defendant who was found innocent in that case was Manny.
So your Mr. Kochan is the same man as the one in that case?
I recognize that seaweed hair.
It's been 10 years. Manny recovered personally from that case and dove enthusiastically into this job.
He was the one who planned this event and was to oversee this embassy's renovations.
It really is a shame. He had such a bright future ahead of him.
Okay, renovations.
What exactly do you mean by renovations?
We can't have tourists and visitors to our embassy think we're a poor nation, can we? So renovating the embassy is something of an investment. We may have a rather paltry budget, but we're trying our best to make do. However, I guess the only person who could have helped us do our best is now no longer with us.
Godofia. Ambassador Palermo, I was wondering if I might ask you about Godofia.
Godofia? Alright, what would you like to talk about?
First, I'd like to ask you about this key.
What about this key?
I found it sticking out of Mr. Kochen's pocket. I believe it originally belonged to this embassy. Is that correct?
Upon closer inspection, it seems like this key is shaped like a butterfly.
That's not all about this key. It's also capable of changing into a knife.
Oh, how fascinating!
Is it possible that the ambassador didn't know about the existence of this key?
In its knife form, there's a flower mark at the base of the blade. I guess this knife might be from when we used to be a part of Godofia.
Hold it!
And how did you come to that conclusion?
It has both Godofia's national symbol, the butterfly, and the flower. I suppose Manny used this key here at the embassy back when we were still Godofia.
Ambassador Palermo, this key was stolen from the Godofian embassy 7 years ago by Callisto Yu, otherwise known as the Great Thief Yatsukarasu. Oh really? You were not aware that Miss Yu had broken into this embassy at that time.
I'm sorry I can't be as much help. I'm not very familiar with the details, you see. I only became the ambassador after Babal became its own independent nation.
But if Manny were still alive, he would probably know about what happened back then.
Oop. A second.
Did I forget? Yes, I did. Hold on. Just drop in the bag.
Okay.
That should help it run better.
I forgot to turn off. I forgot to turn off background stuff. Oops.
Had a bit of a screen flicker on my end, but it should be fine on your guys' end if it's like past experience.
Ooh, I'm getting tired, like I said. I'm a bit sick. Still, I don't know if I'll go as long as I normally do. Don't have as much energy.
Mr. Kochen and Miss Yu knew each other 7 years ago. That doesn't explain why I found the Yatagarasu's key here in the present.
No idea. Do we have anything we want to show him? I mean, we could show him the knife. Okay, let's talk to him again. Present. We show him the knife?
Oh dear. If people were to find out that a murder occurred at our embassy, the number of tourists would plummet, as would our revenues. It'll be a disaster. What are we going to do? He really does seem worried. Perhaps I should refrain from bringing this up.
Okay, no. I don't think anything else is relevant to him right now. Okay, let's go. Continue on. Did I? Look at the wall. Hey, it's another butterfly!
I believe it is the symbol of the Republic of Babal.
Oh, I needed that, apparently.
A drawing this big on the wall of an embassy. It definitely conveys a sense of overwhelming patriotism.
Well, I got a lot of patriotism too, sir. The reason I became a cop in the first place was because I wanted to protect our country.
You may want to, Detective. However, I have yet to see the fruits of your desire.
You don't have to be so blunt about it, sir.
Can we look at— okay, we can look at it. The ceiling fan must have fallen from the ceiling.
Astute observation there, Mr. Prosecutor. A ceiling fan? What does one of those do?
Exactly what it sounds like it does. The fan that is installed on one's ceiling.
Well, if I had one of those in my room, I bet I'd go dizzy from staring at it as I slept. What speed would you had it at, but you could watch the blades like that and get dizzy?
Detective Gumshoe, in the real world, we close our eyes when we sleep.
That jacket is burnt. Okay. You're safe.
A small personal safe. This was Mr. Kochan's office, so perhaps he stored his most important documents in here. Ah, of course it's locked. It appears we won't be able to open it without the key.
Wait. Ooh, wait. Oh, no, I'll continue looking around first. Why can I not go over here? That's some fireplace. You know, it really gives this place a mansion-like quality, don't you think, sir? Oh, if these are a staple in every Balby's house. And I bet Santa Claus pays them a visit, too.
Just how old are you again, Detective?
32! Can I talk to you? Sorry, but Interpol is conducting its investigation beyond this point.
I'm a subordinate of Miss Von Karma. Is there some reason why I'm being denied access?
My superior clearly stated, don't you dare let anyone near the site, you got it? If I let you examine the site, my superior would get really angry at me. You know, Mr. Edgeworth, I feel really bad for the guy, so why don't we do as he says?
Yes, I suppose we might as well.
Okay. Is that... I think that's about all we can look at. Look at the door. Have we looked over here? I mean, we can talk to what's...
Okay, are you alright?
You believe me, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth? You don't think I did it, right?
Yes, of course I don't. And I promise to prove that it wasn't you. That's enough chit-chat. You can investigate all you like. It's only a matter of time before we take her in. It would be wise of you to give up while you can. No, I don't think so. Kay isn't lying, and my investigation will prove that to be true. Go ahead and try then, if you're that confident. I can't allow this to continue on this way. I must prove her innocence post-haste.
Okay, what do we have for logic?
Handle.
Well, the motif on the knife handle is the butterfly of Babal. That what you want me to connect? Good. Because I was going to get mad if it didn't work.
The design on the knife's handle. It greatly resembles a special Balinese species of butterfly.
It does, doesn't it?
Plus it says right here, this knife is probably property of the Republic of Babal. Perhaps this means that the knife used in the crime was found right in this room.
Lock safe. Key used at emissary. Is it for the safe? Yeah, I wanted to check that right away, but I was like, wait. Go look around a bit more just to see.
We know for a fact that Yachigarasu's key was used at this emissary. Furthermore, we found it in the victim's Mitsuko Chen's pocket, which leads me to think that perhaps it is the key to the personal safe in this office.
Good thinking, sir. Let's go try it out. Oh, we're gonna do that right away.
It appears I was correct. The key that was left to us in the victim's pocket. It literally turned out to be the key to the next piece of the truth. What do we have here?
A double-back safe. There's something stuck inside. Hey, there's nothing inside. You think the Yachigarasi made off with everything, sir?
No, Detective. I believe you all need is a closer look.
Investigation. That's a weird keyhole. Hey, there's a keyhole here, sir.
It's a little too oddly shaped for a latch hole.
Wow, that's a funny shape for a latch hole, huh? It's shaped kinda like a star, don't you think, sir?
Detective, I would hardly call that shape a star.
I wonder what Detective Gumshoe's comparing the shape to in Japanese, because I imagine it'd make more sense, but it must be like an East Asian kind of item or shape, more common shape, and it wouldn't make much sense to a North American for this English North American release.
There must be some reason for this hole.
Well, there's gotta be some reason why this hole's shaped so weirdly, you know?
Am I overthinking this? No, I don't think so.
Maybe I'm overthinking things. Nah, there's no way I could ever do that. Oh.
Detective Gumshoe, please be quiet for a second. You're frightening me.
Are you scared of Gumshoe?
What is this here?
Looks like a ripped corner of a page of paper, sir.
No, I don't think it's ripped. It seems more to me like it's stuck in the safe.
Hey, you're right. It won't budge an inch. Not even when I tug on it. I don't think I've ever seen paper stuck on the inside of a safe before.
Hold it!
Detective, I think you have it backwards. It's not the paper that's strange. It's the safe.
What do you mean?
What I mean is, the secret to the safe is that it has two compartments, completely empty, it has cracked here.
It has two compartments.
Even just eyeballing it, you can see that the inside is a bit too shallow. Furthermore, with the unnatural way the paper is stuck at the back of the safe, I'd say that there is an extra bit of space behind the back wall of this safe. In other words, the safe has a second compartment.
What?
I suppose that you are correct in asserting that the paper is stuck in an unnatural manner. However, if what you say is correct, and there is a second compartment, how do we go about opening the door to it then? As you can see, there is no other lock or keyhole in sight. Actually, there is one more spot of interest to me on this safe. Oh? Yes, and I believe that spot is the keyhole to a mystery second lock. A safe and its locks. Alright then, since you're so sure of yourself, show me how you deduced your answer. I'm gonna save. At least I probably have saved anyway. Fire at the emissary! Exclamation mark! Very much exclamation mark! Okay. Deduce. So I'm connected on the evidence. Okay, so it is an evidence thing. I believe it's the key. Doesn't the shape of this keyhole remind you of something, Francesca? The shape? It does look very familiar. However, I believe it's simply a latch hole for the safe's lock mechanism. It's just for keeping the doors shut, nothing more. That's so. The person who used this safe, Mr. Kochen, made sure the safe had 2 compartments in order to hide something. Do you honestly think someone like that would allow the keyhole to the hidden half to look so obviously like a keyhole that even the average person could figure it out? You can't be serious. Are you saying that this hole is the keyhole to the hidden compartment of the safe? That's precisely what I'm saying. And I will prove it to you right now. The Yatagarasu's key is the key that will open it. The Yatagarasu's key? Miles Edgeworth, this had better be a very bad joke. Sorry, but this is no joke. The Yatagarasu's key is the very key that will open the second compartment of this safe. We know that this key opens the first compartment of the safe. The keyhole you're talking about is of an entirely different shape than that of the key. It's the blade. Oh gosh, hi. I don't like the fact that that's pointing at me. I understand why, but I don't like that. Let's go over this again, shall we? The Yatagarasu's key was originally made to open Mr. Kochen's safe in the Kodofian emissary. We confirmed that as fact by opening the door to the safe with it. And let's take a look at the back end of the key. Looking at the knife portion head on. What do you see? What are you talking? Ah! It appears that you've come to understand what I'm talking about. When viewed head on, the knife's blade is the exact same shape as the keyhole. The real function of the knife portion is to act as the key to the hidden portion of the safe. But that's preposterous! Because it looks like a knife was used like this one to kill Mr. Faraday 7 years ago. We fell under a misconception that it was always meant to be a knife. But for both the safe and its key to conceal such clever tricks, whatever is hidden inside the secret section must be of incredible importance. Then it's even possible then that what I've been searching for is inside. Scruffy! Hurry up and open that safe. Ah! Yes, sir! Open it now, sir! Oh! These items, there. It's a bunch of funny shaped things. Oop. I guess they're a piece of art, huh, sir? You're in the way. Now move, Scruffy. I didn't think I was in the way. These pieces of art. They're identical to the ones that have been stolen from various countries across the world. I figured as— Mount Fuji! Sorry. I had to get that out of my system. I figured as much. These are the treasures this section of the safe was to hide from view. I believe a more thorough examination is required. Paper. The stolen art is nice and all, but paper. This is the document that we thought was stuck earlier. I wonder what that's about. Beats me, sir. Why don't we take a look at it first before we give up, Detective?
I cannot read this.
Mr. Ko-chan's name is written here on the last page. I wonder what the significance of this document is.
Cannot read it. Tiny little statue.
These are pieces of stolen art from around the world.
I wonder how much they're worth, especially this one. Ah! Scruffy! Don't touch those valuable pieces of art with your filthy hands! Why, do you have any idea what would happen if one of them were to break? Francesca is valid in her anger. I'm gonna say that right now.
Is it just me, or did she hit one of the big pieces of art just now?
Are they okay? What else do we look at?
Put this sort of trick into one's safe is really something.
Yeah, it's neat how this safe has 2 compartments, but what's really impressive is that the other end of the key was another key. I totally hadn't noticed.
I wonder if Mr. Ko-chan was just as paranoid, or if he had secrets of that great a value. Secrets of that great a value.
Speaking of paranoid, I once sharpened both ends of my pencil. But then when I went to erase something, I got all paranoid that I was gonna stab myself.
Please refrain from dispensing your special brand of unrelated stories while on duty.
Yes, sir. Did we look at anything else? We looked at the paper. Alright. Do I just back out? Oh, I can look at this again.
It appears that we found the key of the Yatakarasu no Miss Yu stole 7 years ago.
Since it was originally from this emissary, maybe she came back to return it.
I don't think she's the type to be so kind as to do such a thing, Detective.
Okay. Then what do you think, sir?
Yes, so you. For what reason did she steal the key?
So, the stolen art wouldn't be noticed? Is there anything else? I don't think so. Maybe I just back out. I don't have any logic. What am I missing? I think something on the... Oh, wait. Is something behind me? Hold on. No. Something's on the wall. I can't deduce anything. Can I ask Poleno? Poleno, do you know about the safe? No, he has absolutely no... Can I present him the key? Well, it hasn't been updated or anything. I'll talk to Francesca. I haven't actually talked to Francesca yet. Miles Edgeworth.
What is it?
Let me tell you something. You are currently my subordinate, and if you wish to convince everyone else of that, you will speak to me with respect.
With a giddy glint in her eyes. I don't think that would really be necessary, Francesca.
Oh, really? Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change the fact that you're still under me.
I thought that Francesca was flying around the world in pursuit of the smuggling ring. So why then? Why is she here at this emissary?
Okay. Wait, did we get... No, that's not what I want to do. Okay, we don't have anything else. Ooh. The murder. I was investigating at the Alabastian emissary when I got wind of this mess.
Oh, that's right. The Yatakarasu was due to appear at that emissary as well.
Yes, but the difference is we didn't have a fire over there. Although there was an incident at the Alabastian emissary as well. But I left Agent Lang in charge of the case and came over to the Balbinese emissary.
Ah, so Agent Lang is here as well, huh?
I see you've met.
Well, he's at the Alabastian embassy, acting as bodyguard from Ambassador Alba. However, he seems to have a different reason for being there. Yatagarasu. So the suspect in the murder that occurred in this office is that little girl I see. Is she, perhaps, trying to be the Yatagarasu? Okay, I would never harm a soul, sir. Do I have the hiccups again? Okay. You remember, do you not? About the case we investigated together 7 years ago. That girl is the daughter of the victim in that case, Mr. Faraday. So, she's that feisty little girl. Kay has been on the trail of the Yatagarasu, which is how she ended up here, looking for the one who took her father's life. I see. Kay's trying so hard, but you know what? The Yatagarasu just keeps on tricking us all. Oh boy. How so? The Yatagarasu sent a card saying, I will be here to steal your dirtiest secret. She is looking into that. I think, can we connect those two things? Let me... Oh. There we go. Bots. Okay. But let's see. But all we've had is an arson and a murder. The lab boys are going in circles. Did I? Nope. You know what this is, sirs? It's a breach of contract. It is going on the rap sheet. If you ask me, I'm perfectly fine with the fact that nothing was stolen tonight. A life was stolen? What do you mean you're okay? Oop. Yeah, okay. Hold on a second. If I can... Yep, okay. Now we're good. I think. Sorry, I'm just like, things and stuff. Alright. I do wonder, though, if Callisto Yu really is the Yatagarasu. Well, we got 2 pieces of logic out of that conversation. What do we get exactly? She's supposed to be here overseas in pursuit of smuggling. Smuggling ring is a dirty secret? They're after the same thing? Yeah! To steal your dirtiest secret. Is it possible that the dirty secret the Yatagarasu was out to steal is in this very room? Dirty secret? Francesca, you're in pursuit of some dirty, underhanded dealings yourself, are you not? Something tells me this is no coincidence. In that case, then, the person I'm looking for is here in the Balbanese embassy, huh? The head of the smuggling operation. I think I might just need to ask Francesca about her smuggling case in more depth. Okay, we gotta talk to Francesca. Francesca, when we talked, you said that you were on the trail of a smuggling ring. I suppose the reason you are here right now is related to that. Yes. After analyzing the intel we've gathered from various countries, this embassy rose to the top of our list of sites to investigate. And this is what tipped us off. Don't we have 2 pages for that? Wait, hold on. That's the 3rd of the 2 pages we found. This accounting document. It's only 1 page of the whole thing, so we're not sure about all the details. However, it's enough for us to grab onto the tail of the beast. For you see, this type of paper was made only in the Principality of Codofia, which means that somewhere in the countries of Alabast and Baal is the head. When pulling the strings behind the entire smuggling ring. That's Francesca for you. She's amazing, pursuing this case with all she has.
Now tell that to her face, Edgeworth! Okay. Can we go back here? Can we... Yeah, we can deduce now. Yes. Yes. This.
Eureka!
Take a good look at these documents, Francesca. It says there are 3 pages in total, and yet there are only 2 here. Correct. Now take a look at the smuggling activity document in your possession. Tell me, is it not possible your page was taken from this set of 3? Well, well, it certainly looks that way. By putting our multi-part puzzle together, we seem to have arrived at an answer, and it seems that you have now found what you were looking for. Yes, and with this, it has become crystal clear that Mr. Kochan himself was responsible for the mass smuggling of Albanese ink. Albanese ink? Albanese ink is a special product of the Republic of Balbal. However, due to a special reason, only a limited volume is ever exported.
Hold it!
That reason is...
That's classified.
It's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. In any case, it seems that the head of the smuggling ring was our victim, Mr. Manny Kochan. His base was an emissary, thus it was hard for both our country and his to interfere, making it the ideal conditions under which to run a smuggling operation. It's so frustrating. I lost the person I was to rain judgment down upon with my whip of justice. But even if he's dead, we still have a responsibility to look into his misdeeds.
You expect me to whip a dead man?
Well, I'm not interested. Francesca, you must know that Manny Kochan was a suspect in the KG-8 incident.
Of course I know. On top of being the head of the smuggling ring, there is a matter of what really happened in that case that needs to be resolved. Investigation complete!
Are you done investigating? You realize now, don't you, that this girl's the only one who it could be. Come along quietly, Yatagarasu. K. Faraday. You're under arrest for the murder of Manny Kochan.
Mr. Edgeworth! Please, you have to believe me. I didn't do it. I chased the fake Yatagarasu in here. And he was already...
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. I'd like to help you reduce the number of mistake and arrest Interpol makes. What's that supposed to mean? I believe I told you that K. Faraday is not the culprit of this crime. Very well. I suppose I have no choice. I'll show you just how foolish your claims are.
Face off!
I arrest K. Senior police confirmed that the Yatagarasu infiltrated the Balbanese emissary tonight. Utilizing the confusion caused by the fire, the Yatagarasu snuck into this emissary. Furthermore, this girl claims to be the Yatagarasu. And more importantly, other than her, there is no one else here with the body. Your reason for suspecting Kay is because you think she is the Yatagarasu. Exactly. But it isn't just me. She calls herself the Yatagarasu. Look! How many times do I have to tell you? I was only out to capture the fake Yatagarasu. Imposter or not, it matters not. A Yatagarasu is a Yatagarasu. Very well. Then I shall prove that Kay is not the Yatagarasu who killed Mr. Manny Kochan. Go ahead and try. Show me what the prosecutors of this country are made of.
I think we need a press.
I may have confirmed it, but are you telling me that no one could catch the thief? If so, you're basically admitting that the Yatagarasu committed murder The Yatagarasu that committed murder eluded us. Of course, I chased after the Yatagarasu that entered the Balbanese embassy right away. That is also why I'm making this arrest right now. Because at the end of my long chase, there's only this girl. In any case, this is what I believe happened tonight. Okay. So utilize the fire to sneak in. Need more information. The confusion caused by the fire. Are you saying that the Yatagarasu was not the arson who started the fire? A suspicious person in a long coat was spotted in the area. Officers in the area claim to have seen that person start the fire. It sounds like we have a phantom in our midst.
Not yet! That's Dual Destinies.
Yeah. In a way, he could be considered a phantom, with the way he randomly appears. Okay.
Hold it!
Just because she calls herself that doesn't prove that she is a killer. No, but it gives her a motive. The Yatagarasu sent a card saying, I will be there to steal your dirtiest secrets. Furthermore, there are documents pertaining to some smuggling activity in this room. She obviously wanted to steal them, so she killed Mr. Kochen for the key. I see. The logic is very sound. I expected nothing less of Agent Lang's secretary. However, that statement just now didn't sound right. It might just be the opening I need. She wanted to steal the document.
The documents are not in a language she understands, though. Okay, we'll press the last bit. Well, maybe? Let's do the documents regarding smuggling. Is it really just simply like she can't freaking read them? Do I just present the doc? I don't trust this. I don't trust this, but I'll test it.
Objection!
Oh, it is. Okay.
Agent Shina, I regret to inform you, but there is a flaw in your logic.
Oh.
Even if you claim that she is the killer, and the Yatagarasu, I am certain that securing the smuggling documents is not the motive behind the murder. The key to the safe in this room was found on Mr. Kochen's body. Furthermore, the Yatagarasu would not be so stupid as to leave without the documents.
Oh, she's sweating bullets.
By the simple fact that the documents were still in the safe when we looked. It's obvious that the killer's target was not the safe at all. And perhaps she didn't know that Mr. Kochen had the key on him.
Objection!
If that's the case, then why would she have needed to kill him? Because I can think of no reason for her to kill him if she had not known that fact. Need reason. All of this is simply our conjecturing after the fact. It's entirely possible she accidentally killed him when she was sneaking in. Perhaps she didn't notice the safe's second compartment before returning the key. The fact still remains that Mr. Kochen was stabbed to death.
Objection!
But you have no definitive proof that it was Kay who committed the act. Actually, I do. I saw her holding the knife she used on the victim with my own eyes. What? Allow me to tell you a bit more about the evidence that will put her away behind bars. Definitive evidence. The knife wound on the body is consistent with the blade of the knife. The knife with the butterfly handle is the murder weapon, which the killer was holding. I assumed she obtained the knife from the display rack and used it on the victim. The knife is part of a special 3-piece set, which has a design like no other. The evidence and testimony, it all points to the girl. There is no counter-argument. That is your definitive evidence. You see now that she is definitely the killer, right?
No, Mr. Edgeworth, you gotta believe me. I saw a suspicious person in a long black coat outside the embassy, I swear. And you came in here... Oh, wait.
And you came in here because you were chasing this suspicious person.
That's right. I ran into this office only because I was chasing after that person. But when I entered the room, it was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing. I felt something on the ground next to my foot, so I turned on the lights. But then... she screamed. Who's there?
This is... I came to this room upon hearing the girl's scream. When I saw her holding the knife, I immediately restrained her. So the object Kay felt by her feet on the floor was the murder weapon. I had the knife analyzed right away, but we failed to find anyone's prints on it.
The suspicious person in a black coat that came into this room before me.
You continue to insist there was such a person. But if there was, where did they go?
That, I don't know. But I know they came in here.
It sounds like the desperate excuses of a suspected killer, not a trustworthy testimony. You understand, don't you? We can't trust this girl's words, Mr. Edgeworth. She has a point. Even if Kay's words are the truth, I must show that they are with some solid evidence.
Mr. Edgeworth, I really didn't.
Hey, don't worry. If you didn't do it, there must exist a way for me to prove that. Still not giving up, I see. In that case, try to counter my argument if you can. Don't worry, I can and I will.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth!
Okay. Butterfly handle.
Hold it!
You mean to say that you saw Kay holding the murder weapon with your own eyes? I was also on the search for the Yatagarasu. When I heard that girl's scream coming from this room, I rushed over straight away. When I arrived, I saw that girl standing there motionless with a knife in her hands. But I already told you! I only came in here because I was also after the Yatagarasu. The suspicious person I saw came into this room. But when I entered it was pitch dark. I felt something by my foot on the floor, so I turned the lights on and then... You found out that it was the murder weapon at your feet. How many times do I have to tell you? You can't trust the words of a suspect. The only thing you'll accept is evidence, is it? That's the only acceptable way to counter an agent of the Interpol on the scene of a crime.
Mr. Edgeworth, do you have some kind of evidence that can prove me innocent?
Do I?
Can you remove the handle on this thing? That's nice.
It would appear that the handle in this knife is removable.
I guess some people can change them whenever they feel like it. Sounds like fun.
I don't think people would remove the handle just for fun, Detective.
Remove the handle! I'm gonna strangle this man! Part this. I bet there's a handprint underneath. Not like a glove print. And it'll prove Kay innocent. If you just take off the flippin' handle! I'm gonna smack Edgeworth! Anyway.
I think I do, because there's one piece of evidence I find to be a bit interesting. I think I need to carefully examine that piece of evidence again.
This. Have you examined again? Or do you want the other knife? That's got the other blades in the background. That I just realized how melted. The little display is so banged up. The knife. What's in his pocket? Here's no wait. Yes. Yeah, it's only that. Well, the weapon is near him. I guess it doesn't matter too much. Is there like a thing around the blade? No. Meh. Display rack and use it on the victim.
Hold it!
Okay, we'll just keep pressing.
Ask that you please refrain from speculation. It's an hypothesis derived from the evidence. There's no room for debate.
Alright. Miles Edgeworth, know that an ungraceful loss will not be tolerated, my subordinate. Now rebuttal our hypothesis with factual logic. Otherwise, what was your investigation for?
Yes, you are correct. Thank you.
Helping a subordinate out with advice is the job of any good superior. Well, at least Francesca's nicer to Edgeworth than she is to come to.
She seems to be rather enjoying herself. But she is correct nonetheless. Shinshina, please continue with your testimony. The knife part.
Hold it!
Yeah. About the three-piece set, is there really no other like it? Let's ask Ambassador Palermo for more details, shall we?
The knives are indeed special. They have the butterfly, the symbol of the Republic of Babal, engraved on them.
And because there are only 3 of them in the world, they are very, very valuable. The national symbol, huh? Well, the knives are covered in the butterfly design.
Alongside with the Alabastian set, our respective countries only have 3 knives each.
I see. Are you satisfied now? If so, let's continue.
Hold it!
I could just try presenting the knife.
No, I believe there's still room for debate, and I'll thank you not to decide that for me.
I didn't decide anything for you.
I'm merely looking at reality the way it is. Are you so sure you're not just viewing the facts through rose-colored glasses?
Black-colored glasses, as it were. Sir Edgeworth, I think she's mad at you.
Perhaps, but our definitions of reality are a tad different.
The 2 of you done chatting.
Agent Shina's proof is the Balbanese knife that Kay was allegedly holding.
Yeah, so, how are you gonna prove that Kay didn't do it, sir?
Agent Shina wants to select Kay merely because Kay was the only one here. And I must show with evidence that Kay couldn't have committed the murder.
But do you have such evidence, sir?
Yes, there's one piece of evidence that seems very unnatural to me. And I believe it is my duty to point that out to Agent Shina.
Well, I guess we could say the handles of the knives were burnt in the fire. The fire was out by the time Kay came in, so the knife that was used shouldn't have the handle? Is that where we're going?
The display rack used on the victim.
I think that might be where we're going.
Objection!
No. Okay. No, we can't use the knife. Yeah, Okay. This takes so long. Okay. Maybe it's this picture? The others were burnt to ash, but this one isn't?
Objection!
I'm just reloading. I'm not going through that annoyingly long dialogue again. Oops. Not that. This one. Just no. Takes less time to load. Well, let me skip through the dialogue. Okay. We have... Oh, wait, is this... Oh, we're back further than I thought. Oops. Okay. We have... the autosave. Is that a little further? Yeah. Okay. Go here. I think we have to redo the dialogue. Oops. This is why I get it for not saving before loading. Or trying out things. Oh well. Oh, we saved here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So... yeah. Maybe I'm pressing on the wrong thing. Killer was holding. Where am I supposed to present? Maybe that's the problem I also gotta consider, because we gotta use the knife. I think we're trying to get at that the knife handle burned away on these. So why is it here on this one? It probably means it wasn't on the display rack. I think that's what we're trying to get at. But I don't know how to make them say that. Wait, do I actually use... this?
Objection!
No. Okay. No, it won't. I haven't saved, though. I should have saved. Well, it's not the knife here. When she says it's part of a three-piece that it was grabbed off the wall. The knife gets mentioned so many times in this freaking dialogue. Where do you want me to place it? Because it's... Oop. I made a new save file. That's not what I wanted to do. Keep doing that. Why was it at the bottom? Okay, whatever. You know, I need to think this over, and maybe I'll think it over next time I play, because I'm like, or I'll have to look it up. I'm not sure, but I'm just like, what do you mean? Where do you want me to present this? I think I know what I'm trying to get at, but where do you want this? Because it's like the knife rack here, the knife with the butterfly handle, the knife in the body, and the holding that. I'm like, every bit of dialogue has mentioned these gosh dang knives. When do you want me to show it? See, even here. Knife. Knife. Every single dialogue has a knife. Which one do you want me to use, game? Which one do you want me to use? Alright. But I'll call it good here, because I'm like, you know what, I'm too tired I'm tired and still getting over a cold for this today. Almost the end, and I am running out of energy, unfortunately, so I will just stop here, even though I was hoping to get through this line of dialogue and prove Kay innocent. So I'm assuming that's what we're gonna do, so that she doesn't get arrested, and then go back to investigating, looking for the real culprit, but that's not gonna happen today, unfortunately, once again. But we did start it, and we gotta go rescue... Well, not again. I feel like she's been in trouble. She's not. She wasn't in trouble as a kid. I keep thinking, like, we have to go rescue her like we did when she was a kid. I'm like, she was never in any danger. That was Gumshoe. We had to rescue Gumshoe. I don't know where my brain's at. But if it's like the other previous Turnabout episodes, yeah, previous episodes, we should, it usually takes 4 streams, so hopefully there's not 2, it remains somewhat the same, so there's probably 3-4 streams left before we get to the Prosecutor's Gambit side. Why do I want to say bandit every time I say Gambit? I don't know. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. This is an interesting case. I looked up a couple... did see over my sister's shoulder, like, a couple of things, but it was past this part, so I'm like, I really don't know what's going on. I don't remember any of this from when I watched it. Because I know I watched through Investigations from the fan translation. No, wait, it wasn't the fan translation. I think somebody actually, yeah, that was actually playing it right. This side did release in North America. It was properly translated. It's Prosecutor's Gambit. That is new. You can only play it legitimately, officially, of an official capacity, which I guess is also legitimately. I don't know about that. I don't know. That's not the debate I'm having right now. But let's see. Yeah, I guess that will be it. Hopefully get through more. Hopefully can actually stay Kay as innocent, like obviously she is. But for now, that is all for this stream. We only got a couple more streams with Stardew Valley, because honestly, I don't think I have the energy to do much more than Stardew Valley. It's been a hard past few days, personally. And we'll see about playing Final Fantasy XIV on Friday. It looks promising, but it kind of depends on they're having DDoS attacks, so we'll have to see if it persists and or starts up again on by Friday. If not, we're playing more Hercule Poirot, The First Cases. So if you're looking forward to that, maybe consider sticking around with a follow or subscribe, depending on the platform you're viewing on, because I'm streaming to both YouTube and Twitch. So yeah, if you like YouTube better and you're on Twitch, you can go to YouTube. Also, speaking of YouTube, all the VODs are on YouTube, full streams. So if you want to just like skip through it, because I realize you may not want to sit through the whole thing. But hey, I might make good background noises. They have full VODs. So if you did like today, I would suggest doing that. Or maybe if you just want to catch up. I have been playing throughout the whole game. And quite a few other games. Even Ghost Trick. So if you do like Ace Attorney and you also like that, let's see, Shu Takumi's Ghost Trick, not just his Ace Attorney series, I would consider going to go poke your nose at that, because that's all done by the same guy, same team. I don't know if it's the same team, but there's a lot of overlap. I do know that much. So yeah, Ghost Trick's good. I will recommend Ghost Trick to the hills and back. Anyway, that's it for today, my little painted mice. I thank you all so much for coming, whether it's live or watching the VODs. Very much appreciate it. But for now, I must bid you all farewell with fun. Bye-byes! And I hope to see you all in another stream.